But the fluke is good when it's cold and not a lot of wind. And I'll just let it sink, like I said. And these, sometimes I'll swim them back, sometimes I'll jerk them back, depending on the bass, how they're hitting that day. And the spinner baits, I'll jerk those off the bottom too. And one thing that I like is when I'm fishing for a big bass, like say just using big bait fish, probably like 4 or 5 inch bait fish for big bass, I'll use a octopus circle hook. I forget what, but I like to use those because they're circle. So in the bass, they have hard jaws. The bigger they get, and then so it's a little bit harder for a regular J hook to go into it, especially when you're using a light pole. Like I have medium heavy, but I like to fish on medium sometimes. I'll use circle hook, but if I'm using medium heavy, I'll use a regular short shank J hook, and those get the job done too. And with these flukes, you can hook them in the middle, kind of like wacky rig, and twitch it, let it sink, and I catch bass like that. I also use the Fluke Junior on a smaller bass. If the big bass aren't really hitting, there's a pond that you'll catch a bass out of it all the time, no matter what temperature or anything or weather. Even when it's raining, when it's super cold, you'll catch them because they're a little bit smaller bass. The biggest I caught out of the pond was probably like 4 pounds. Now I'm gonna bait fish. I made videos on using bait fish there, and they hit fast too. They hit a lot. On a good day, you'll probably catch 20 bass out of the pond. On a bad day, you'll probably catch around 5 or 10, depending on what you're using. Because they'll hit almost anything in that pond. Just it has to be small enough for them to grab. They don't really like poppers because they're smaller fish and they get scared of that. So, hope you like my video. Comment, subscribe.